Yo, hey guys, just a quick update here for Marvel Snap. Ben Brode and Team Second Dinner just did a quick update video. I'll put the link in the description so you can check it out for yourself. But I'm just going to kind of overview it, and I'm also going to showcase the cards that they revealed that are going to be coming in the new Nexus Events. That's going to be something that's completely new to Marvel Snap, coming this month actually, and it's going to be an ongoing event that we're going to see at least like twice a month, it seems. And they showed some new cards, but they didn't say what they do. There's some public websites that have data mined these cards already, along with many others. So I do have text for them, as you can see one on the screen right now. But keep in mind, this is subject to change. This isn't an official release, so just take it with a grain of salt, but we can have a general idea of what they're going to be doing, so it's pretty exciting. Okay, so let's talk about the Nexus events first. The Nexus events are going to be these loot box type missions, I would say, or maybe not even missions. They're like these things that are going to rotate. So it's basically just a reward package. It's going to include new cards, avatars, card backs, all the cosmetic sort of things. From my understanding is you're going to use your gold to purchase a loot box, which will randomly generate, depending on how much you buy, 1 to 10 of these loot boxes. You're going to get these rewards. It's going to be random, but there's going to be a pity timer on them. So the cards, which is really the most valuable component to these loot boxes, will have pity timers so that if you've tried enough times, the chances of getting the card are going to increase so that eventually you will get them. They also announced that during the duration of these Nexus events, you should, if you play enough, have the opportunity to get every single reward available. So that's pretty exciting. I don't know what the cost is yet. I think that's going to be a big factor into this, especially if it's gold, which is a bit of a scarce resource. You can't really get it as easily as credits or boosters, and those aren't even that hard, which I'm going to get to in a bit. But regardless, these Nexus events, they're going to rotate. So if you missed out on one or you're on vacation and you just can't play the game, well, don't worry, it's going to come back at some point in the year or two. I don't know exactly when, but it will come back. So old ones will return. It's going to rotate every couple weeks, like I was saying, and we don't know when they're going to start, but they said this month. So we have 2 new cards. So this is, right now, what you're looking at is the first 2 batch of the new Nexus events. And it's going to start with the mighty Thor, or otherwise known as Jane Foster, right? So this is like from the movie Love and Thunder, Thor, Love and Thunder, that's coming out. So she's going to be a 5-cost, 5-power card. Just even, not too exciting, but has ongoing, double this card's power if you have a card that has 10 or more power. 2 things to note here. 1, ongoing synergy, which is great. But 2, it's not location restricted. So most of the times I see these kind of cards and I think, okay, if you have a card in at this location, then you'll get the benefit. But this isn't. So you can have another card elsewhere, and this will get the buff. This makes it really nice when you want to kind of split your difference and try and win 2 lanes. You get the buff here and then the buff elsewhere, and I think that's a pretty easy ability to activate. Let's think of like Devil Dinosaur. If we're running kind of a greed deck where you're just having a lot of cards in your hand, you throw out your Devil Dinosaur on 4, and then you throw out the Mighty Thor on 5, and that's like a 10, 20 plus power swing in your 4 and 5 turns, which you can still then drop a 6 cost after that. So I actually think this card is really good. And then of course ongoing synergies like Onslaught or anything like that, like like trigger this twice. You just have to make sure you have that condition. And the most obvious counter to this is Shang-Chi. If somebody drops Shang-Chi to hit your 10 power minion, it's going to debuff the Mighty Thor as well, which is going to really hurt your power total. So you just got to watch out for that. Maybe just don't reveal it too early. Cool card. We'll see if this is actually what it is when it releases. Interesting to note as well, synergizes with Thor, the new card that just came out. Thor is a 4-cost, 6 power, and when you play Mjolnir, his hammer that is in your deck, if you get to play that, it's going to go up to plus 6 power, 12. And then the Mighty Thor would activate and go to 10. So I think that's the synergy they're trying to reveal there. Also, the Destroyer. This isn't a new card. Actually, it was recently buffed, but this is in pool 3. So people who maybe don't have access to this card right away or in pool 1, you'll actually have the opportunity to get the Destroyer if you in the Nexus events. I think this is a really exciting way to bring in the pool 3 to new people, right? Make it a little less far away, so to speak. It's only so many cards at a time, but every little bit helps, and it'd be cool to see what happens when you get Destroyer in your pool 1 cards, because anyone who's playing right now doesn't have that experience. Could change the meta. So Destroyer is on reveal, destroy all your other cards. So you're looking for Destroy synergies, armor, that sort of thing. But it's a 6 cost, 16 power. Amazing. Very high power total. I think this card's a lot better than it seems, because destroying your other cards seems really bad. but yeah, I haven't been able to play it, but it looks exciting. So these are going to be the first 2 that are available in the first Nexus event. Okay, but this isn't all that they updated us on. We also have the cards for the second Nexus event and a few other updates. Biggest thing. I just had a video on this, and now it's shot because the booster limit was increased from 200 to 1,000. I actually joked in that video that it should be 2,000, and I took my statement back because I was like, oh, that's too much. And here they are going to 1,000. I have no idea, guys. I have no idea where they came up with 200, because they realized we blew it to the point that they had to go 5 times more than what they originally set out. Like I'm glad it's closed beta, right? This is where they can do that kind of experimentation. Really, no harm, no foul. Like, you corrected it in 3 days. If anything, this is an A+ for secondary, because they made a mistake, they fixed it within a week. Like, that's awesome, guys. I love to see that from game developers. So all the power to them. I think 1,000 is going to be much more reasonable. It was about 2 hours on a 50% win rate to get to 200 boosters. So times that by 5. That's like 10 hours in a day. There's just no chance. So it's totally fine. I think we're in a good spot now. Booster limit doesn't really matter. Like now, the 10% might actually apply. Okay. Also, Ben Brode hinted at PC prototype they're working on. That's really exciting. I'd love to play on my PC rather than mobile. I know a lot of people are chirping this game because it's like a casual mobile game. Fair, to each their own. If you want to just treat it like a casual mobile game, you go for it. But some people want to take it to the next step. Some people really enjoy it. I personally just love the art and the gameplay, and that's what's driving me. So I would love to have it on my PC. Why not? Emoji Reactions. Apparently, like, when you play a card, you can like click on that card and then put an emoji to it to like kind of, I don't know, maybe like bluff or some funny things. Cool. I like to use emotes as bluffs, or just funny, like, non-interactive, non-physical interaction moments between my opponents. So more of that. That's kind of cool. That's fun. That's interesting. And then he hinted at a new competitive mode. I have no idea what this is. I didn't even think about another competitive mode other than what we have right now. I honestly, I hope it's like something that's PvE, like against bots, so that people can play a little bit more casually or grind a deck that they don't really want to play competitively. I think that'd be great. But he kind of hinted at competitive mode. So I have no idea. Maybe I'll speculate that at a later time, but can't wait to hear about it. Probably like closer to global release sort of thing. But then the new cards. Oh yeah, we got another new card. We got Valkyrie, which is a 5 cost 3 power. On reveal, set all cards at this location to 3 power. All cards. So not very good if you only play Valkyrie and your opponent has three or four 1 cost minions that only have like 1 or 2 power, and then you buff them to 3, right? But in theory, you play something bigger and they're location locked, right? At 312 power, right? So very interesting card. I think that's like a weird scenario maybe where you might see it being used as a counter. I think this could be a buff to all of your really weak things like Okoye. Like, everyone's playing that right now. You get her up another extra 2 power just basically for free, and then you can disrupt your opponent. There's a lot going on here with this card. This is a really cool tech card. I think that's what it comes down to. I don't think you're running this as a core part of your strategy, but I could be proven wrong. It also has the unreveal synergy, so that's always cool. I don't think it's like an Odin thing where you'd want to trigger this twice because then your Odin gets dropped down to 3, but I digress. It's pretty cool, and we have unreveal synergy. The pool 3 card that they're adding here, and I do believe they're always going to put one new and one pull 3. That seems to be the direction for now. Hela, 6 cost, 6 power. If you haven't heard about this card yet, well, welcome to Hela. Hela is Hela broken. On reveal, play all cards you discard from your hand to random locations. It's very easy to discard 3, 4, 5 cards in a game. There's a lot of discard synergy in Marvel Snap. If you can take all of those cards and play them, you're in a great spot. Because often they have high power cost. They're cards maybe you wanted to use as synergize anyways. I think it brings back Apocalypse. I don't even know. Maybe not. No, maybe not. I don't know. But regardless, it's a crazy card because it's such a massive power swing across all your locations, which is kind of a big deal. The random part isn't that bad because you probably do want to fill out your empty spaces at turn 6 anyways. And if it's a location that you can't play a card at, this could place a card there, winning you the lane, winning you the game. So Hela is very, very good. Probably a nerf candidate. We might see more of it because of this Nexus event, which might lead to a future balance change. Keep eyes on Hela. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just a quick update. Exciting stuff. We're getting patch. We're getting a new season, and we're getting these Nexus quests, rewards, events. I don't know. We're getting all sorts of things. It's almost too much to keep up with. And at the same time, they're now released in Australia and New Zealand. So good day, mate, and so on. All right. Thank you for watching.